Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
And welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. Man, isn't it nice when you find the perfect street art for the intro? This city may be one of the largest in the USA, but it is surrounded by sprawling desert landscape, mountains, and so much nature.
And not to mention cacti. Y'all, I have seriously never seen so many in my entire life. There's also a huge amount of local culture to experience and so much delicious food to try. So we plan to squeeze in as much as possible. We have been traveling all over the Southwest in this RV, but the AC back there cannot keep up with these triple-digit Phoenix temperatures, y'all. So we're taking a little break and staying at the Aiden by Best Western in Scottsdale. And we wanted to give them a huge thank you for partnering with us on today's video. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this. There's a whole freaking living room in here with a TV. And there's a whole bedroom back here, y'all. This is bigger than any apartment that we have ever lived in our entire lives.
Wait a minute, we've got a little balcony area, like a patio. So obviously we're gonna spend a lot of time exploring Phoenix, but we don't wanna spend all our time in the downtown area. So this actually ended up being the perfect center point that's right smack in the middle of all the stuff that we wanna do in the surrounding area.
Speaking of, I think that's enough talking. Let's go explore Phoenix.
Let us. Y'all, the asphalt is what you really got to watch out for in Phoenix. When the air temp is 86, the asphalt is 135 degrees. Holy cow. We have come to the downtown Phoenix Farmers Market, and they actually do this year-round every single Saturday.
Till 11? It changes in the summertime because it gets so hot. They close earlier.
Yeah, speaking of hot, holy cow, man.
Woo-wee, we got the extra large iced lattes today.
Yeah, luckily there is a lot of shade at this market. There are plenty of vendors, and I'm pretty sure every single thing at this market is required to be local.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get local.
There is a mini pancake station. These pancakes are filled with cheesecake. She's got this adorable little griddle over there. She just puts the perfect amount of batter in there, a little dollop of cream cheese, flips them over.
It's a one-biter, come on.
Oh, one bite, but I wanted to show you how cute it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. You can get it topped with like Nutella or some...
I'll take this.
All kinds of toppings.
Nice and piping hot too. Oh man. So every Saturday, all throughout the year, this market is going to take over this little square. Now, it's not the biggest market we've ever been to, but they have a lot of diversity in their products. They have tons of food vendors, which you guys have already seen. They've got a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, tons of bread vendors with this really artisan-looking bread, plus a ton of little shops with all these little handcrafted items. All right, onward, deeper into Phoenix. I don't know. One of the absolute top things you have to do when you visit Phoenix, you have to visit the Desert Botanical Gardens.
But you probably don't want to come here in the middle of the day because it might actually kill you. Not unlike what would happen if you fell into these guys, I think. Luckily, they have a lot of night events. Tonight, it's music in the Botanical Gardens, if you can hear it off in the distance. But it's such a cool way to beat the heat. You get to see the sun setting, listen to music, and be amongst all of this amazing nature.
And 21 and up.
Ooh, that means you can have an adult beverage.
At these botanical gardens, you are going to find every sort of desert plant you could possibly imagine, some that you probably couldn't ever imagine. There are some that just have these weird little fuzzy things on them. There's of course flowering ones that make these beautiful little fruit flowers. And then some of them look like they're innocent enough until you see the giant thorns sticking out of them. So steer clear of those. You know, like this one. Holy cow. Those are sharp. That might be the sharpest thing I've ever seen growing out of a cactus. This looks like the pinhead guy from Hellraiser, doesn't it? But my favorite are the ones that just look like snake tentacles reaching up to the sky. Hey, do you see the shapes in this?
Oh, they're little people, it looks like.
This guy's doing a little high kick.
Like that, yeah. Well, those are adorable. I keep thinking I found my favorite plant here, and then we find stupid little things like that. I love it. Well, this has been about the best way to see the botanical gardens here, y'all. The show against the cactus, everyone's up and dancing.
This is a really cool venue, you guys.
I mean, if you ever get the chance to come to a show here or play a show here, Do it, hands down.
You guys still feeling good? Y'all still with us? Yeah! All right, we got some more for y'all.
Well, if y'all thought that we were just gonna stick to the big cities and the restaurants and the cafes, you were dead wrong.
Dead wrong. I'm on a boat!
Well, a kayak.
Or a kayak. Y'all, driving up to Phoenix, you might think there is no water anywhere, but you'd also be wrong about that. There's this, the Salt River, and it is magnificent, and you can go kayaking and rafting and floating.
Just 10 minutes outside of the city, you just get hit with rolling hills, mountain landscapes, cactus as far as the eye can see, and of course, gigantic, beautiful rock faces. The Salt River runs into Saguaro Lake, which is where we're starting today, and then it heads out and then around a little bend, and it should be a couple rapids maybe.
Unclassified. I don't think they'll be too bad. The real exciting thing is that we might get to see wild horses, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
They just live out here. What time is it? 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
6:30?
This is the earliest we've gotten up in all year for sure.
All year. And it's all for the wild horses.
Wild horses keep dragging me away.
I'm done with this.
Okay, bye-bye. See ya. Yell out if you see a wild horse. How's it going?
Pretty dang good. Y'all, this is so fun. It's so chill in most spots, but there's enough of a flow that you could just literally ride this. Oh God.
We're running inside.
All right,
Uh-oh.
well,
Oopsie. But man, this scenery is incredible, huh? Look
I
at this
mean-
backdrop. We're the only ones on the river right now. Not bad at all.
no, I feel like maybe kayaking in New Zealand is the only kayaking we've done that's topped this.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
This is
it.
second to New Zealand,
Yes.
so that's pretty good, I think.
it's awesome.
The floor of the river looks like it's alive, or at least like it's grown a lot of hair. All the grass down there is just like waving, like it's dancing. It's kind of creepy. It looks like there's a giant sea creature underneath you.
Oh my God, you guys, it's happening. I see horses, so many horses.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're just chilling over there like we're not even there. Don't have a care in the world.
They're hanging out with the fishermen under the bridge. It's hilarious. It looks like they're really horsing around up there.
You've been playing in that one all day?
I have been. My fingers and toes were crossed, and it happened.
So when there's an emergency on the water, the sheriff, they hop in a fan boat and then drive it down the river. Holy cow, I had no idea how loud fan boats are though. It sounded like a bulldozer off in the distance. And then when it came blazing past you, those things are serious. Uh-oh, looks like somebody had a little accident.
You know you've had a great day when people don't know if you peed yourself or just sat in a kayak for hours.
Or maybe you did both. Were you peeing in that kayak?
I'll never tell. Whoo, lordy, y'all. This Phoenix heat is no joke. We thought we would cool off at the pool. Be cool at the pool. I forgot what I was supposed to say actually, so I just started rhyming.
Usually I do these types of shots, but I just let her go.
So we decided to come back to the Aiden and have ourselves a little pool day. There's an epic pool here. We have it all to ourselves. There's also a full bar. So we are just gonna chill.
So start chilling, sit down.
Oh, okay. Well, you made me do the camera stuff.
That's over.
Okay, that's over. We'll see you at the pool.
They actually have this awesome green space where you can hang out, play some Jenga, play some cornhole, which you guys know, we've been playing a lot of cornhole recently, and I've been doing a lot of winning recently.
One time. You won one time.
One is all it takes to start a winning streak, okay?
Although I think you just won with the longest juggling you've ever done.
That is the longest juggling I've ever done. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? What about this? What about this? Oh, it went in.
Oh, did it go?
Yes.
I didn't see it. We'll have to play that back.
How many points is that worth?
3.
All the points. Y'all, look what I just found. It's either our lucky day or someone's really gonna play a prank on us. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm always so scared to touch money.
Yeah, I mean, that's 50 bucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most I've ever seen on the ground. You know, usually it's $5 or something. Literally too afraid to touch it. Because you remember those Jackass skits?
Yeah, they used to put a lot of gnarly stuff in there, or a string attached.
Yeah, they'd put shit on it.
Yeah.
So you pick it up and you get their shit on you.
I was trying not to say that, but they would, they would put human turds on it.
Is it real?
Seems real.
Who's faking us out right now? Someone is messing with us. All right, well, maybe we're $50 richer. All right, let's go spend it at Grand Avenue Records. Well, as usual, we bought way too much at the record store, y'all, but we're really wanting to build up an awesome vinyl collection. We went to Grand Avenue Records, but we kind of struck out there, so instead we came to Stinkweeds and we found a much better selection. No doubt, Tragic Kingdom, one of my favorite albums of all time. Orville Peck, kind of strange music, and this is what the guy always wears, but it's kind of good ambiance, I think. This is Y Oak, this album's called Shriek, and it's freaking awesome. MGMT, of course, classic. Like mid-2000s type of vibe. This was actually the first record I ever bought, but I left it in the sun and it got all warped and wouldn't play anymore. So, Iron and Wine. We actually heard this playing in a cafe or something in Marfa in our last video. And we Shazammed it and it was La Luz. It's really cool, like mid-century Western vibe, something like that.
This might be like the most random collection ever.
It is random. Oh yeah, we should probably mention we felt bad about keeping that 50, so we ended up handing it off to the owner at Grand Avenue Records. Wah wah. Just in case the rightful owner came back. One thing you absolutely cannot leave Phoenix without trying is traditional Native American fry bread. Look at this, holy cow. Indian fry bread is usually made with a few simple ingredients. It's just flour, salt, fat, and water. Once the ingredients are mixed, it's formed into a flat dough bread that's then deep fried in oil. And then it turns into these beauties. So this is technically the fry bread taco. Oh my God, it's heavy. So of course you have the golden fried bread that is still nice and piping hot. You get to pick your meat. We went with the beef with the red sauce. There's some beans in there, some sour cream, some classic lettuce. This is an intimidating taco. Oh yeah. Well, the beef and all the ingredients on the inside, obviously chock full of flavor, but the bread really is the star. It is just absolutely perfectly fried. It's a little bit kind of gooey on the inside, but then kind of burned a little bit, charred on the outside. It's so simple, yet so delicious.
I'm most excited to try the sweet version. Y'all, this is their cinnamon and sugar fry bread with butter. You pay $1 extra for butter, and I happily did that. This bread, man, is just so light and airy. You can see the huge air pockets in there. Oh my God. Cinnamon, sugar, butter, fried bread. A magical, simple, delicious combination.
I'll take one.
Yes, please.
Haha. Oh yeah. It is basically like a funnel cake. So good.
It's like a funnel cake mixed with a churro.
Yeah. The Fry Bread House is very famous, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, it completely lives up to the hype. This is one of the most delicious tacos I've ever had in my entire life. This place was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's that show with that Guy Fieri, right?
That guy.
That guy.
Fieri.
And apparently they're also a James Beard Award winner, which I'm not too familiar with exactly what that is, but I guess it's a guy named James with a beard, and he gives out awards.
For good food. Sounds great.
All right, comedy hour's over. That's it. We heard about this shop called Curious Nature that's supposed to be very, very strange.
Very strange.
Yeah, so we're not really sure exactly what to expect, but we're very excited to check it out. Dude, is all this stuff in here real?
I think so. It sure looks like it.
I've never seen so many skulls and bones, both human and animal, in my life.
Yeah, I've never seen human ones on display outside of a museum.
And of course, every single bug you could possibly imagine they have solidified over here. Y'all, I legitimately yelled out when I turned and saw this one. That is just an absolutely terrifying creature. Oh. What's happening? What is happening to me? Ah, oops. Acting.
I really believed you there for a second, darling.
Y'all, they have the weirdest stuff here. These are just little bones from coyotes and bobcats, and look at this adorable little thing. It's a little coyote paw bone. Well, that was one of the weirdest and coolest stores that we've ever been to. Holy cow, I'm glad we picked this out of the millions of shops you can go to in Phoenix. They had literal human bones for sale that you can buy. Like every bone in the human body. They also had a ton of cool plant life and stuff, so you can actually just pick up plants here if you don't want to pick up a bunch of weird macabre bugs and stuff like that. Man, some of those bugs were really creepy though. I think I'm gonna have nightmares about that spider. Whew. Do yourself a favor. If you're in Phoenix, take some time and come to Curious Nature. That was a freaking blast. There is so much delicious Mexican food to try here in Phoenix. It was damn near impossible to narrow it down, but we found one that came very highly recommended, and I think we scored with this place. It is called La Santa Sima, and the vibe is incredible. They have all this really cool decor, all this really great artwork all over the place. They have a gigantic and very intimidating menu, but we are here for one thing only, tacos. Well, not one thing only. They have a ton of tequila. They're known for that as well, so tacos and tequila. The double T. Well, this is a beautiful spread. Check this out. So you can get the taco plate, which is a mix and match of 3 tacos, and man, they have a lot to choose from. It is very, very difficult. We had to get recommendations from our server, but this is the one I'm the most excited to try. This is the chicken mole taco. So it's basically just a blend of spices, sesame seeds, chilies, nuts, and then some Oaxacan chocolate. Down the hatchet. Chocolate in a taco, you'd think it would be weird, but it is so delicious. It goes so well with the chicken, surprisingly. It's a chocolatey flavor explosion with tender chicken in the middle. It's like a dessert almost.
Oh my god, it's so hard to choose, but I think I'm gonna start with the Santa Sima specialty. So this has sauteed poblano peppers, mushrooms, onions, spinach, garlic, and herbs, topped with toasted Oaxacan cheese and salsa, and then I got steak on there. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. There's so much flavor in there. I love all the vegetables. The steak is it's like almost crispy but tender. And then all the creamy cheeses and sauces.
Taco cheers.
I will never like it. Completely blown away by Phoenix. Even though it's 100+ outside, everyone is out and about, and we love a city that feels alive. There are so many cafes that have little misters out, everyone's sitting out enjoying the weather.
Plus lots of puppies out,
oh my God.
And they're so cute.
So many little puppers, and a lot of them have the little footies on, I guess because of the hot asphalt, but it's adorable. We came to Wilderness Brewing Company.
And this brewery just has such a cool vibe. When you go in, everyone's just like chilling, drinking, hanging out. They have so many beers on draft, you can't even keep count of them all.
And you can feel good coming here because apparently they work with farms that have converted to barley production, which is a winter crop, so that they use far less water. And so buying beer here helps save Arizona waterways. Oh shoot.
You almost had it. As usual, so close.
Anyway, I swear it's my first beer. It was just like, I was on a roll. Not the brewery totally, but the whole organization in total has saved 425 million gallons of water.
I'll drink to that.
I will happily drink to that. Well, and just like that, our time in Phoenix has come to an end. We're back in Clementine, aka the hot box.
Well, the hot box when you're in here.
Oh. Thanks.
Because you're hot.
Yeah, but again, a huge thank you to Best Western for letting us crash at the Aiden. It was so much fun. I'm gonna miss the pool, the big bed, the endless shower, the workout room, the bar. It was really like a little slice of heaven on earth, wasn't it?
But now you're back.
To this,
now you're back in your home.
You're right. It is always fun to get back in here. And we're heading further west. I guess we're doing it. We'll see where we end up, though.
On the side of the road again? Hopefully not. It's actually, we've been driving really early when the temperature isn't so high, so.
Yeah, you guys, we got on the road before 7 a.m. today. I think that's a new personal record. But we had such a blast in Phoenix. We'll make sure to link to everything we did down below so that you can recreate our awesome trip.
Yeah, it might have been hot, but we really enjoyed Phoenix. There's so much culture there, so much artwork. There's tons of delicious food and bars, and that's our jam, so.
All the best of everything. It was a blast. Goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.